missing 5 guys. It's really loud.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. You know who's that? Oh yeah.
Should be working. We're at MedStar Capital's Iceplex. High above the blue line. Landon wearing their away browns. O'Connell wearing their signature white home with blue and silver trim. Apparently we're missing about 5 guys today due to being under the weather. Heard there's been something going around with the team the last few days. Got Smink up there with Trip Silva, Reed Percon, and Owen Moore. Smink and looks like Nyberg on defense. And Nyberg missed a few games. Couple of games last week with an injury, so it looks like this is his first game back. I'll try to get you closer to the action. Here's O'Connell with the puck, tries the centering pass, broken up by Smink. He rubs the defender out. Ends up onto the stick of Percon, who'll lead the charge, onto the blue line. Puts on the brakes, looks for somewhere to go. Pass across to Smink. He winds, fires a pass across to a cutting Moore. Couldn't quite connect. Pass behind the net. Comes Percon again, winds and fires. Shot goes wide. Recovered by O'Connell. They lead the charge, recovered by Nyberg. Now we'll see who's absent. We'll try to figure it out. But that's kind of the case when you got something that goes through a locker room on a high school hockey team. Here's McShane wearing the number 22. Gets it back to Nyberg. Skates it backwards, looks for somewhere to go. Tries to connect with Markakos, cannot. Recovered by number 5 for O'Connell, where he tries to clear it, and it's knocked away. Recovered by O'Connell. It comes to number 22 along the right wing. Looking for somewhere to go. Pedals back. Backhand pass to number 18. There's a centering pass that goes all the way to the corner. Recovered by number 6. Winds and fires. Shot goes wide. 13:36 to go. No score first period. Landon and Bishop O'Connell. A greatly depreciated Landon Bears team. We'll see coach runs 3 lines. Possibly 2 on defense. Here comes Baron Barnett wearing the number 4. Winds and fires. Shot goes wide. Recovered by O'Connell in the corner. I'll try to get you a little closer to the action there. So we're high above. Here's Binner wearing the number 16. Sends it deep. Goalie loses his stick momentarily. Recovered by Grant Kramer. 12:54 to go. I got here late myself. Game started a little late. Had to park on the street somewhere because my car wouldn't fit in the parking garage with a 6'6" limit. Here's Binner going into the corner to chase with 2 O'Connell players. Recovered on the side of the net by Binner. Looks for somebody to go. Tries a wraparound. Blocked in front. Silva tries to follow. Puck loose in front. Goes into the net, we believe. Looks like it was saved by the goaltender. I thought that one crossed the line. It's hard to tell from up here. Still 0-0 is your score. 12:29 to go first period. Mind your way. Face-off will come out just outside the blue line. Percon will take it. He's got Moore to his right and Silva to his left. Again, a makeshift line due to some sickness. Here's Dash Kaufman. Goes back to recover it. Puck's loose along the side. Recovered by Silva. Had 4 points the other night. Here's Percon. Winds and fires and he scores. Putting Landon up 1-0 on the wraparound goal. Got loose as he usually does. Next game is Friday night versus St. John's. We'll see if Landon has a full complement of players for that one. Markeiko's out there with Deskovich and McShane taking the faceoff, recovered by O'Connell. Markeikos dumps it in. 12:01 to go. Landon up by a goal. Shane sends it deep. O'Connell will chase in the corner. Here's Nyberg with the puck. Sends a shot that just goes wide. Deskovich tries to center. Broken up by O'Connell. They look to clear and do momentarily. Recovered by the winger. Puts the brakes on. Winds and fires. Shot deflected by Smink into the corner. Nyberg to go get it. Knocked away from him. There's a fight for the puck in the corner. Recovered by O'Connell. Markeikos with it. Hopefully you found us on YouTube. There's Nyberg with it again. Poked away from him. McShane goes into the corner. Recovers over to Smink. Landon appears to be without Watts Coakley and Oliver Linder-Bodiger. Haven't seen him yet either. Haven't seen Chipperfield nor Magruder or Bergstrom. We'll see. Once again, here's Binner out there with Silva, Owen Moore. Oh, here's Chipperfield. He's back there. Sorry. Chipperfield wearing a number 27 back there at left defense. We'll try to keep an eye on the defense for Landon. Binner's playing defense right now. He's out there with Chipperfield. Perkon out there with the first line of Silva and Owen Moore. Here's Perkon recovering the puck. Winds and fires. Saved by the goaltender. Rebound chance by Silva. Knocked away from him. Recovered by O'Connell. 10:25 to go. First period. 1-0 Landon. Chipperfield puts the body on the offensive player and dislodges him from the puck. Recovers and sends it up to Silva along the left-hand side. Intercepted by O'Connell. Body shot along the blue line. Puck is still loose. 10 minutes to go, first period. 1-0 Landon. And we're at MedStar Capitals Iceplex, the home of Bishop O'Connell's hockey team. Playing on the Caps practice rink right now. You'll see the 50th anniversary logo at center ice. There's a shot by Landon, sticked aside by the goaltender as he takes the dive. Grant Kramer with it, sends it up for Bitterman. Knocked away once again by Bitterman. Recovered by O'Connell as they look to clear the blue line and do momentarily. Barnett sends it deep. Here's Bergstrom with a shot from the blue line, so he's there as well. Looks like 5 defenders for Landon. There's a shot on goal. Gloved by the goaltender off the pop-up, and he gets a whistle. Markeikos to take it. Back to Kaufman, who winds and fires, hits the crossbar wide into the net. That one popped up in the air about 25 feet off the crossbar. Good shot by Chipperfield. He's back there with Bergstrom. Face-off control by Landon once again. Bergstrom sends it into the corner for McShane. Broken up by O'Connell. And try to clear and do. Kaufman sends it up to Deskovich, eludes the stick. Recovered by O'Connell. They bring it back the other way, and here's Kaufman. Sends a long pass backwards over to Bergstrom. He's attacked by 2 O'Connell players. Gets the pass off nicely to McShane. Broken up once again by O'Connell. They send it deep. Kaufman will go get it. Eludes him. Number 81 for O'Connell comes away with it. Sends it behind the net. Good offensive pressure by O'Connell. Saved by LaCalci on a nice shot from the crease. Good movement of the puck by O'Connell on that exchange. It was the best offensive pressure they showed for the day. 9:14 to go, first period. Have a scoreboard issue. Looks like they fix it. Back to showing 8:19 on the board, 1-0 Landon. Percon will take the faceoff, recovered by O'Connell. Shot saved by LaCalci. Smink with it, looks for somewhere to go, finds Silva, leads up to Percon, leads the break. He's got Moore flanking him, sends a pass back to Smink at the point. He's going to wind and fire, shot goes wide. Rounds around to Nyberg, fought for by Tripp Silva. Comes away with it and sends it deep with the backhand. There's Silva with it. Tries a backhand pass into the slot, knocked away by O'Connell. And they clear it out. That's going to be an icing. With 7:30 to go, first period. Not sure this tripod I'm using today is going to hold up. Puck goes deep into the corner, recovered by Bitterman. He looks for Kramer, parked in front of the net, poked away from him momentarily. Bitterman recovers. Hand pass is called as he shoveled it with the right glove over to Kramer. It's actually kind of warm in here. I'm wearing a jacket. Don't really need it at all. Getting about 20 feet above ice level. They have some heaters over our head, it looks like, for the stands. Again, this is where the Caps practice. And the part of this, ice rink complex with the most seating. Comes Owen Moore, goes for it, comes away with it. Long boards, he takes a hit, centering pass for Silva. Eludes him, he goes behind the net to get it. Takes another hit, puck loose in the corner, recovered by O'Connell, intercepted by Percon. Goes around two defenders, looks for somewhere to go along the right-hand side. He'll park it and send a pass back to Binner, who winds and fires, deflected in front. Come to the stick of Owen Moore, who winds and fires, deflected in front. Comes away with it by O'Connell. Here comes number 16. Dispossessed of the puck momentarily by Landon. O'Connell still with it. There's a centering pass, shot, and a score. Beautiful setup by O'Connell. All alone in front of the net. And they knotted at one. .6:27 to go. Bitterman taking the face off, recovered by O'Connell. He steals it, goes along the left-hand side. Centering pass goes all the way through. He recovers his own pass, looking for somewhere to go. Going to wheel it and send it over to Kramer. Gets it back to Bergstrom. Knocked away from him, cleared from the zone momentarily by O'Connell. Landon sends it back in. There's another shot saved by LaCalci. Popped out in front of the net. Cleared by Landon. Icing waved off. Good pressure by O'Connell. 5:41 to go. Pretty even match so far. Here we go again. They send it deep just to the right-hand side of the cage. Covered by Smink. Sends it up to Deskovich. Out there with Markakos and McShane. They've usually been on the ice surface lately with the camera, but not really an option here because you have to go on the complete other side of the arena, which is not an option. That's where the benches are. Can't stand along the glass anywhere near the center part of the ice because that's where the stands begin. In other words, if you're sitting in the front row of the stands, you're about 5 feet up. Battle for the puck in the offensive zone for O'Connell. Owen Moore comes away with it. He's got Deskovich to his left. Tries to take on the defender, poked away from him. Perkon tries to recover, taken away from him. O'Connell leads the 2-on-3. Binner sends it back over to Nyberg. Up to Silva. Long pass, that's going to be an icing. With 4:05 to go. First period. Perkon out there with Moore. Looks to be Kramer. Perkon Silva and Kramer, excuse me. Had to shed the jacket here. Here's Binner with it. Up to Chipperfield, popped up into the netting. They'll reset. 3:59 to go, first period, tie game. Perkon wins a faceoff over to Chipperfield. Passed around to Binner. Outlet pass to Kramer. Gains the blue line. Looks for Perkon in front of the net. Saved by the goaltender. Beautiful save to keep this a 1-1 game. Faceoff will be to the goaltender's left. Deep in the O'Connell zone. Landon will send out Moore, Barnett, Binnerman, Kaufman, and Bergstrom on defense. Face-off control by Landon. Kaufman sends a shot, goes onto the net, deflected wide by the goaltender. Barnett takes a hit along the boards. Bergstrom with the puck, tries to get it up to Bitterman. He fights for it, along with Barnett. Puck still loose along the boards. Owen Moore will send it deep. 3:18 to go, first period. Tie game. Here's Moore. Gets it up to Bitterman, bothered by a defender. Another pass to Moore. Cleared away from him, past the zone, and recovered by Bergstrom. And then, of course, without Coakley, without Linder Bodegaard. Keep seeing old friends here. Son used to play here when he was real little. He started when he was probably 10 or 11, if I'm not mistaken. He started real late. Here's Markakos, ready to take the face-off, flanked by Deskovich and McShane. Pass back to Smink, sends it into the corner. McShane recovers in the corner. Off to Markakos. 4 players battle for the puck behind the net. 2:33 to go, first period. Markakos with it. Gets it up to Deskovich. Along the left-hand side. Evades a check, taken away from him. Smink pokes at it. Loose along the left-hand side. Sent into the O'Connell zone with 2 minutes to go. First period. There's a shot that just deflects wide. Good shot by O'Connell. Looked like it deflected off a shin pad of, there's another block shot by Landon. One that goes all the way to the corner wide. Covered by O'Connell. Good pressure by O'Connell. Here comes number 11. Tries a centering pass. Poked away momentarily by Silva. Recovered once again by O'Connell. Intercepted by Smink. He's not going to mess around. And he's just going to take the icing. 1:33 to go. First period. Landon slogging through this one. Binner off the face-off win. Intercepted by O'Connell. Blows a tire, recovered by Chipperfield up to Moore. Finds Silva. Gains the blue line, sends it back for Binner. Centering pass goes wide through a lot of traffic. Percon sends it back to Chipperfield. Winds and fires. Shot goes wide. Recovered by Binner. He sends it forward. Back to Silva and out of the zone. Recovered by Landon. They'll send it back. They'll have to touch up. 55 seconds to go in the period. There's Percon with it. 35 seconds to go in the period. Gets through one defender, winds and fires, shot saved by the goaltender. And he gets a whistle with 28 seconds to go in the period. Face-off control by Landon. Kramer sends it back. Poked away from Kaufman momentarily. Kept in by Landon. 17 seconds to go in the period. Clearing attempt. The successful. Barnett recovers and sends it deep. Here's Bitterman. Shot just goes over the bar with 2 seconds left in the period. Good opportunity for Landon right in the final seconds. Just could not convert. Take a break for a second. What's that? Looks like it's Oliver and Watts.
Supposed to be 5.
Jack. That's 3. And Greg, 4. The race here from the office. Oh. Yeah, we understand Reed Percon broke the Mid-Atlantic Prep Hockey League points record in the game in early December. Now is the all-time leading scorer, scoring his 57th Maple Hockey League point against Paul VI. Now, that doesn't include all the games that are played in the IAC. Those are just games in the Maple. Now, Percon is the senior. Of course, still has a lot of Maple games left, including today, added to his total with the goal earlier today. Here comes Kramer, takes a hit. Barnett sends it around. O'Connell comes out 2-on-2. Bothered by Nyberg and Schmink. Schmink will recover. Look for somewhere to go. Gains the blue line. Tries to get around the defender. He's attacked by a couple of them. Bitterman to help out. Puck loose in front of the net. Oh, recover. Cover up. Get a whistle. 14:18 to go. Second period. 1-1 is your score. Percon out there with Silva and Moore. Wins a faceoff, sends it back to Binner. Winds and fires. Shot just goes wide off the tip. And the rebound shot is covered by the goaltender. Faceoff deep to the right of the O'Connell netminder. Hopefully I'll have enough juice in my phone to make it through this game. Had to really beat it to get here. There's a shot that's blocked in front. Silva with the recovery in the slot. Shot goes off the goaltender's pad into the corner. Good pressure by Landon. Silva gets it over to Moore. Looks for somewhere to go. Sends it back to Binner. Winds and fires. Shot saved by the goaltender. Silva with it on the side of the net. He's bothered by an O'Connell player. Recovers the puck. Looks for somewhere to go again. Recovered by Percon. It's around a couple defenders. Pass to Silva. Puck is loose. And score. Owen Moore on the deflection. Loose puck on the side of the net. He recovers it and puts Landon up 2-1. You get this feeling that every goal today is going to count. 2-1 Landon in a hard-fought game so far. Again, Landon playing without a full complement of players. We don't know what O'Connell's story is. You never know. But we'll see if Landon can grit this one out. Bergstrom gets it over to Markakos. Sends it wide. Recovered by Kaufman. Pass up to Markakos. Puck's loose. Recovered by Markakos. 2-on-2. Pass comes across to Deskovich. He winds and fires. Just goes wide. Goalie let that one go, and it did not go wide by much. Puck loose in the slot. McShane fights for it. He takes a hit in the slot. Cleared out by O'Connell. 12:45 to go in the period. Here's Deskovich with it. Deskovich playing both wings so far today. Dealing with tripod issues. Haven't used this one in a while, and it's a little sticky. There's Kramer with the puck. Finds the blue line and sends it in. Avoids a hit. Loose behind the net. Bitterman fights for it. Covered by O'Connell. They lead it along the near boards. 11:55 to go, second period. 2-1 game. Here's Smink behind the net, bothered by an O'Connell player. That's going to be a penalty. He got lassoed down. That's a delayed penalty here. Likowski goes off to the bench for the extra skater. Here comes Landon. Smink with the puck. Gains the blue line. See if Landon can put something together here with the extra man before the penalty's called. Here's Perkon, sends it across. Finds Chipperfield. Back over to Perkon. He recovers along the side of the net. Looks for somewhere to go. Delayed penalty here once again for Landon. Perkon sends it back to Nyberg. Sends it in. Shot just goes wide off the tip. Recovered by Smink. Sent back to Perkon. And that'll be a touch for O'Connell. They'll be sent to the box for 2. Smink's got a grin on his face. He got absolutely lassoed behind the net. You don't see that too often. Landon's going to send out more Perkon. Markakos, Kaufman, and Smink for the power play. 10:59 to go in the first. Can't see it. 10:59 to go in the first. We'll count down the penalty for you. 2 minutes on the board. They haven't put the time yet on the penalty, so you got a little bit of a scores table issue. Referees over there trying to talk to presumably the parent through it. I've been in that position before, and the longer it takes to put that penalty on the board, the more nervous you get. Face-off controlled by Landon eventually. Sent back to Smink. Sends a pass across to Moore. In the corner, sends it over to Markakos. Gets it back to Perkon. Cycles along the blue line. Goes along the near board. Sends a pass across that gets tipped. Smink recovers over to Kaufman. Back to Perkon. Winds and fires. Shot goes over the bar. Recovered by Kaufman. Sends it up to Markakos. Back to Kaufman. 1:28 to go on the power play. Intercepted by O'Connell. Fought for by Landon, and they'll recover in the neutral zone. Here comes Perkon. Gets around a couple of defenders. Puck dribbles onto the net. Sticked aside by the goaltender. Covered by Landon. Back to Perkon. Gains the blue line again. Winds and fires. Shot saved by the goaltender. It was going wide, so not register a shot on goal. Here comes Smink to get it. Left form by Likowski with 57 seconds remaining on the power play. Comes Landon once again. They gain the blue line. Recovered by Bitterman. Sends it up to Binner. Covered by Perkon once again. Off to Binner in the corner. Looks for somewhere to go. There's a pass onto the net. Beautiful shot by Bitterman off the nice look by Binner. Shot goes onto the net, recovered by the goaltender. Beautiful save. Nice setup by Landon. 14 seconds to go on the power play. Here comes Chipperfield. Sends it back to Binner. Winds and fires. Shot saved by the goaltender through traffic. Landon's had a couple of chances here. Cannot convert. And that's the end of the power play. Recovered by O'Connell. They send it deep. Here comes number 11 off the jack-in-the-box. He's checked by Binner, who wisely gets back as quickly as he could, or else that could have been a disaster for Landon. 8:44 to go. We're almost halfway through this one. There's a pass that goes right into the slot. There's a shot saved by Likowski. Puck goes into the corner. Good pressure by O'Connell. Here's a clearance by Silva. 3-on-1 for Landon if they can move. And it's a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass by Bitterman, I believe, to Silva. To Big Game McShane. And Landon goes up 3-1. You can see Landon just doesn't have the spring in their step today. Again, we understand some of the kids were sick earlier this week and are actually probably playing today as they're recovering. Here comes Kramer. Shot saved by the goaltender. Goes wide. Deskovich to recover, looking for somewhere to go. Puts the brakes on in the corner. Gets around the defender. Puck loose in the slot, taken away from him. Barnett's going to fight for it along the boards. He takes a hit. No call. Recovered by Kramer. 7:49 to go. 3-1 Landon. Here's Perkon. Gets around a couple of defenders. Centering pass goes all the way through. And Bergstrom is going to get on his horse to go get it deep into his zone. He'll skate it out. Draws a couple of defenders to him. Hits Moore with a nice long pass cross ice. Here's Perkon again. Centering pass. No one there eventually for Landon. And O'Connell is happy to clear. It's Kaufman. Intercepted by O'Connell. 7:10 to go. Just past the midway point in this one. 15-minute periods, as you probably know. There's a offside play. Well, looks like we're going to get a penalty here. That's going to be called against Tripp Silva. So he'll go sit in the box for a couple of minutes. First power play of the game for O'Connell. We'll try to count down the penalty for you. And one more game before the holiday break. Face-off controlled by O'Connell. Perkon checks the puck handler. Smink tries to clear with the backhand, cannot. Kept in by O'Connell. Puck loose in the corner. Smink's going to get there first. Bothered by number 16. He looks to clear. And does. 1:38 to go in the power play. Puck behind the net, 1:21 to go in the penalty kill. Pass comes across. Last time we were here was 2 years ago as a shot whizzes across the net, over the net. I believe that was a 5-4 Landon victory 2 seasons ago, right around the same time, mid-December, mid to late December. Late goal by Owen Moore, who was the freshman at the time, put Landon ahead to win that one. There's a long clearance by Landon. Well done. 44 seconds to go. Connell will skate it out. .30 seconds to go in the power play. Pass back for number 8. Sets up. Winger widens and fires. Saved by Likowski. Pops behind him. Cleared momentarily by Nyberg. Good play by Nyberg. Getting the puck out of danger on the deflection. Puck goes wide. Side of the net. O'Connell's going to get there first. Landon's struggling here. 8 seconds to go in the power play. They get the extra skater momentarily. Silva's ready to come out of the box. And Landon kills the penalty. Here comes Silva. To the delight of the Landon 4 players who have been sucking wind a bit for the last 30 seconds. They've been out there for quite a while. Here's Markakos. Gets through a couple of defenders with the puck. He's going to put a centering pass over to Silva. Just escapes his blade. And here comes O'Connell. 4:42 to go. Second period. 3-1 Landon so far. Here comes Owen Moore. With Perkon flanked, he winds and fires and he scores. And for someone like Perkon, absolutely no one marking him. He's gonna get himself a nice shot on something like that every single time. Very difficult for the O'Connell goaltender. Comes Landon. Once again, trying to extend the lead. Landon getting a grasp of the game here over the last 5 minutes or so. Comes Perkon again. Goes through a couple defenders, takes a big hit high. And that's going to be a penalty, I believe. On number 44 for O'Connell. Another Landon power play. We'll have the face-off deep in the Landon zone. Friday's game will be at Rockville, but in St. John's home rink. We'll try to get on ice level there for you. Count down the penalty here. 1:56 to go on the power play. Here's Perkon, winds and fires. Shot goes wide. Here comes Smink. Perkon with 2 goals today. McShane with 1. And I believe Moore with 1. I'll check that with Sandy Murdoch at the break. He's the official scorer over here. Here's Perkon going through 90 people at once. That would have been an easy goal for Perkon if he had kept his feet. He just lost his step there at the end. Here he is again, winds and fires. Puck goes in off the deflection, and he's going to get credit for that one. Hat trick for Perkon. We've said that a billion times on these broadcasts. That one was courtesy of a deflection. He took the shot, deflected off a O'Connell player. Three goals, 3 goals. Yeah, 3 goals for Perkon, 1 for Owen Moore, and 1 for Big Game McShane. Landon got the chokehold on this one at the moment. 3 minutes to go in the second period. It's been all Landon for the past 5 or 6 minutes or so. Because what started out as a pretty even matchup for the first period and change looks altogether different right about now. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Recovered by Barnett. Offsides waved off. Is Barnett with a shot on goal, saved by the goaltender. Recovered by O'Connell. Puck is loose in the corner. Is Barnett chopping it into the corner. Landon will get a change. There's Bergstrom getting it up to Deskovich. Evades a check. Dislodged from the puck. McShane tries to back him up. Can't recover the puck. O'Connell tries to clear. Kept in by Kaufman, who just bleeds it onto the goal. Sticked aside by the goaltender. Here comes McShane behind the net. Taken away from him by O'Connell. 2:16 to go in the period. Comes O'Connell. They get around Kaufman. There's a 2-on-1. The wind and fire saved by LaKelsey. Gets the whistle. Smart thing to do there with 2 minutes and 4 seconds. No reason to mess around. This place brings back a lot of memories. This is, again, where my son learned how to skate. Played his first house games and put on goalie gear for the first time at the end of his first spring season. Doesn't seem too long ago, only about 6 years ago, if my memory serves me correctly. Took his first lessons at the goalie academy, which is still there, where he still goes. They met us at the hockey store and let us pick out some pads. And Darren Hirsch over at the goalie academy fitted him for everything. Couldn't have been happier. $1:35 to go. Again, seeing some families that we played with here for a few years before my son ended up going to the St. James a couple years later. There's nothing but great memories here. His Perkon shot goes high above the bar. Nyberg winds and fires, intercepted by O'Connell. They look for somewhere to go. Outlet pass eludes number 18, goes all the way back, and you're going to get an icing there. Plenty of times run into Caps players here. When open skates, we're out here with Justin Williams one day. I remember that with him and his kids. And ran into players several times. Ovechkin, Holtby, you name them. They're all always here. They practice here, so quite a place to be. O'Connell's lucky to have this as their home rink. Again, they're in Arlington, so they're just a few minutes away. You can't really get much closer as a home rink. Beautiful facility. There's a shot saved by the goaltender. That one hit him in the low mask. Got the whistle. 55 seconds ago, second period. 5-1 Landon. I'm probably going to put the earphones down and go talk to a couple people during the break. So I'll miss you for 10 minutes. You can watch the Zamboni pass by. Oh, here comes a break for O'Connell. Landon did a nice job getting back. That shot goes wide. 40 seconds to go. Landon will do themselves well here to get out of this with a 5-1 lead. There's a shot saved by Licalsi, goes into the corner. Rebound shot hits the side of the net. Recovered by Licalsi. Looks like the players are trying to dislodge the net. From the back of it, Licalsi covered the puck up. I kept seeing the net moving. That was something else that was hitting the net, not a puck. 29 seconds to go. Landon wins the faceoff. That's Binner with it. Sends it around for Deskovich. Looks to lead himself along the right wing. Gains the blue line. Goes in, taken away from him momentarily. Recovered by Binner. Beautiful play by Binner. Anticipated exactly where that puck was going off the deflections. Here's 8 seconds to go. O'Connell's going to lead the charge. 6 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Offside. And that'll be the end of that period. Nobody's going to be quick enough to get themselves a goal in the 1.9 seconds left. We'll get the Bears as they come off the ice. Face-off will be right here. Again, 1.9 seconds left. And that's the end of the second period. Scored 5-1 Landon. Get a picture of the boys coming off. There's a little kid down there who's probably going to give him some high fives. Right there. Get themselves a little bit of a break. There's Nyberg. Good to see him back on the ice. He got hurt in, can't remember which game it was, but you never liked seeing something like that. That's the second-year player, sophomore. There's Percon coming off the ice and Bitterman. These jerseys look to be of a little bit different material, a little looser fit. Same pants that they wear. They wear the white unis. I'm partial to the white unis because I like the big bear on the chest. And we'll let you watch the Zamboni for the break.
Was that you that put that thing together, the stats thing at the Parker Center? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I assumed you sent him that stuff. Yeah, it's hard to
All right, we're back. Ready for the third period. Hopefully you are as well. All right. Yeah, this tripod is on its last legs for sure. It goes smoothly this way, but up and down, not so much. Don't worry, we'll be back on the ice for Friday's game. We don't need the tripod. (5-1) Landon. Referees are at center ice. Teams are ready to hit the ice for the third period. 15 minutes on the board. Be with you for another 25 minutes or so. It's usually what it takes. Kelsey heads back in his net. Landon comes out to start the period with Barnett, Bitterman, and Kramer. Smink and Nyberg on defense. Again, if you see the logo at center ice, that's your Capitals 50th anniversary logo. Team established 1974. Of course, one Stanley Cup championship in the 50 years. Landon trying to figure out who's going to take the face-off. That's going to be Kramer. Recovered by O'Connell, intercepted by Bitterman. He sends it deep. Puck loose on the side of the net. Here comes Kramer with it. Gets checked into the boards, and O'Connell tries to clear. Kept in by Smink. Winds and fires. Shot. Looks like it hit the side of the net. After going through a little bit of traffic, Nyberg sends it deep. Landon kills the first 30 seconds of the period. Up 5-1. Collision at the blue line. Kramer's going to come off the ice. Silva's out there with Bitterman and Owen Moore. No Perkon yet. And here it comes. And it goes all the way deep. Licalsi sticks it aside. Smink recovers. Puck along the near boards, recovered by Perkon. 14 minutes to go. Third period of a 5-1 game. Here comes Perkon zipping through everybody. Silva goes toward the net. There's a shot, and he scores on the wraparound. (6-1) Landon. Perkon adds to his point total. I believe he came into this game with 57 in the Maple. He's got at least 4 points today with the 4 goals. 61. Of course, every time he scores or gets an assist, he extends his record. And I believe he has about 8 games to go in the Maple. Shot goes wide through traffic. Binner winds and fires, recovered by Silva. You see a little bit of the gas has been taken out of O'Connell with the 5 straight goals by Landon. Here comes Chipperfield, winds and fires. Shot saved by the goaltender. 13:25 to go, third period. Is Perkon passes it up to Silva, saved by the goaltender off the feed. That one's going to go all the way back for an icing. 13:15 to go, 6-1 Bears, third period. This Binner shot goes wide off the faceoff. Deskovich winds and fires off the couple deflections. It goes wide. Recovered by O'Connell. Kept in by Binner. Deskovich takes a hit along the near boards. Gets back up and shoves the defender who did it to him. 12:50 to go. Here's a penalty. And a downed O'Connell player. We're going to see this one's probably on Landon. I'm guessing Deskovich is going to sit for a pair. We'll see if it's anything more than that. 4 minutes on Deskovich, so Landon's got their task ahead of them. It's a double minor on Deskovich. I believe an elbowing followed by an unsportsmanlike conduct. So Landon will have 4 minutes of penalty kill here. Bitterman out there with Barnett. Lindgren. Bergstrom, I'm sorry, Niels Bergstrom, he's wearing a number 11. And Kaufman, number 18. Landon has killed the first 30 seconds of the 4 minutes. See how it goes here. O'Connell gains the zone, intercepted by Bitterman, and he sends it deep, and he's going to be quite possibly the first one to it. Nope, recovered by number 5, bothered by Bitterman, pokes it away momentarily. He'll go off the ice for a change. Three minutes, 5 seconds to go in the power play. O'Connell recovers. Bothered by Bergstrom, shot goes wide of the net. Silva tries to clear it out, cannot. Kept in by O'Connell. Bothered by McShane. Pass backwards, winds and fires. That shot goes over the net as well. 2 minutes, 46 seconds in the 4 minutes. Comes number 4, approaches the net. Tries to wrap it around, saved by Licalsi. Recovered by O'Connell at the blue line. Going to send it over to number 11. He's going to wind and fire. That one goes behind the net as well. Over the net. Kept in by O'Connell. Good pressure here by O'Connell. There's a clearance attempt by Bergstrom. Cannot work, but McShane makes sure he finishes the job. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. 6-1 Landon. 2:15 to go in the power play. The double minor to Deskovich. Here's Owen Moore with it, sends it back to Nyberg for the clearance. And Landon kills the first 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go on the 4-minute minor. 4-minute double minor, sorry. Here's Bergstrom. Rubs out the puck carrier, recovered by Smink. He's going to wind and fire, get the clearance. Goes all the way down, recovered by the goaltender. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go on the double minor to Deskovich. Landon's out there with Moore, Kramer, Smink, and Nyberg. Smink gives Smink, he recovers a puck and sends a long clearance all the way down into the corner by the MedStar Health and the cap sign and the Ticketmaster sign. Recovered by O'Connell, bothered by Kramer. 1:18 to go in the double minor. Good penalty kill so far here by Landon. And I believe Percon has not been on the ice during this double minor kill for Landon. Licalsi corrals it behind the net, leaves it for Smink. Beautifully recovered by Smink, puts the brakes on, looks for somewhere to go, and he still has it. 55 seconds to go. Beautiful clear by Smink. That one's going on to the net if the goalie doesn't get on his horse here. Recovered by number 44 for O'Connell with exactly 44 seconds to go on the 4-minute double minor. McShane out there with Markakos. Speaking of McShane, he clears the puck. Recovered by Binner. He's got Markakos to his right. He gets rubbed off by the other number 16. Recovered by Markakos. He goes behind the net. 25 seconds to go on the double penalty kill here for Landon. Again, all done without Percon on the ice. Here comes O'Connell racing past the blue line. They send it deep. Chipperfield's going to get there along with an O'Connell player. Recovered by O'Connell, side of the net. Puck is loose. Saved by Licalsi. Comes out as another shot. Backhanded by number 44. 4 seconds left on the penalty kill. And that's going to be it for the 4-minute double minor. Deskovich is out of the box. Landon gets a full change. Binner's still out there. There's a pass in front of the net deflected by Deskovich, fresh out of the box. He had 4 minutes of break in there to recover his energy and thoughts. And there's Markakos. He'll send it way out. Recovered by Percon. He goes in, scores. Now, that was a beautiful play by Percon and Markakos. 7-1 Landon. Marquecos. It's 5 goals for Percon in this one. Clearly be the player of the game. 5 goals for Percon? Yeah. All in a day's work for Percon. Beautiful pass by Marquecos. He saw him streaking up the ice, and geez. And Percon again. 8:14 to go. Third period. Here's Trip Silva with it. Looks for Owen Moore. Owen Moore tried to bank it off the goaltender for a goal. Cleared by O'Connell. That's going to be an icing. 7:53 to go. Landon sends it deep. Kramer fights for it behind the net, recovers the puck, tries a shot, the backhand on the side of the net, knocked away by a O'Connell player. Comes to Barnett, winds and fires, shot saved by the goaltender with the pad. And Landon sends it deep. $7:05 to go. Landon will stay undefeated in Maple play. They got the next game against St. John's on Friday. That's a big one. They've beaten Paul VI, Mount St. Joe's, and now O'Connell to be 3-0 in the Maple. Again, regular season simply defines the seeding of the playoff rounds. I believe Landon has finished in the top 3 or 4 of the Maple a few years in a row. It's a partial breakaway by O'Connell. Binner gets there to negate it. And a pass up to Marquecos wearing a number 7. Goes along the left-hand side, evades a couple of checks, goes toward the net. Tries a wraparound, pass back over to Smink. Looks for somewhere to go. He sends it forward rather than backwards. Smart idea. And there's a back pass to Trip Silva that eludes him. Goes all the way back into the corner for Binner. 5:52 to go in the third. Well, here's an interception by O'Connell. Here's Silva with it. Sends it up to Owen Moore. Again, he had the game winner here 2 years ago in this contest. Probably has pleasant memories of MedStar Capital's Iceplex for that reason. Late third period winner. Comes Binner. Got Percon streaking toward the net. Saved by the goaltender who pops it behind the net wisely to avoid the rebound chance by Percon. Here comes O'Connell. Clearance intercepted by Percon. Going to wind him fire. Off the deflection, hits the post. I believe Landon has hit 3 posts today in addition to their 7 goals. 5 of which belong to Reed Percon, the all-time Maple scorer. Kramer behind the net. He's over there with Binnerman and Barnett. Barnett from the slot winds and fires. Saved by the goaltender. And he'll get a whistle. 4:24 to go. Third period. Excuse me, third period. Face-off control by Landon. Comes Kramer with it. Covered by Barnett. Backhands a pass up to Bitterman. Beautiful play by Barnett there, knowing right where his winger was. Shot saved by the goaltender, and it bounces onto the net. Almost squirts in. Was a tricky. Bitterman goes into the corner. 3:40 to go. Landon fighting for everything here, not giving an inch. Though they're up by half a dozen. Play it out. There's a save by the goaltender. He'll get a whistle. 3:18 to go. 7-1 Landon. Here's Binner with it off the face-off win. Shot saved by the goaltender. Nice save on a shot up high. And wraparound attempt by, I believe, Markakos. And he gets on the board, makes it 8-1. Three minutes to go. Here comes Bergstrom. Shot just goes wide. Bergstrom playing the wing. Showing a spring in his step there to get loose and get the shot off. Here comes McShane. Shot goes wide. It's basically target practice for Landon at this point. Here's McShane again. Shot blocked in front by O'Connell. And, of course, they blow the whistle for an icing. Clock's going to run. 2 minutes to go. They'll start running the clock continuously now. Given the lead. So Landon sends it back to Smink, over to Kaufman. Winds and fires. Shot goes above the net, off the glass. Connell tries to clear. They do. Smink will go back and get it. Comes Moore. Shot saved by the goaltender. Kaufman with it. Silva tried to tee it up. 1:14 to go. Percon with it behind the net. Sends a centering pass to Moore. Just goes wide. Recovers again. Pass up to Silva. Sends across to Moore. Shot goes wide again. Landon trying to set each other up for the shots here. Up a 7 spot. Up a touchdown in the late going. Here comes O'Connell. Recovered by Percon. 42 seconds to go. Owen Moore's going to try to chase it down. He'll get there first. Take a hit from number 40. Rubbed out against the boards. Binner tries to help him out. Here comes Bitterman. Knocked away by O'Connell. They try to lead it out 3-on-2. Bitterman escapes with the puck, fires, and scores. And that'll be it. (9-1). You feel like it's tough for a game to end up so lopsided like this. Again, it wasn't this bad in the first period, but Landon took control early second period and never looked back. We'll see you on Friday for the St. John's game. Let you watch the team as they go off in their road Browns. You have a good week. We'll see you in a couple days.
Takes care of his mom.